Shadi, last name Markabani.
All right, thank you. And so I appreciate you coming into court today. And what would you like the court to know?
I just want to let you know, Your Honor, I just want this man to stay away from me. Every time he passed by, until maybe last week, he keep like calling me names, gesture. This man has issues. And
Jester?
yes, he. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but it's too much to take. I've been assaulted. He put his hand on me, and I don't think I'm getting fair judgment.
So, sir, did anybody reach out to you at any point prior to your notice for court today?
Yes.
Okay. And so, was it the prosecuting attorney that did that?
Yes.
Okay. And did you express to the prosecuting attorney some of your concerns?
Yes, I did, and I submit the videos, everything I have, and I'm surprised the court doesn't have those videos.
Well, sir, the court can't have those videos unless it's submitted during the course of a hearing.
Which is, I did that.
I understand that, but there wasn't a hearing that was done. Because it was resolved prior to that. Who did you submit those videos to? The prosecutor?
Yes, I submit some of them to the prosecutor, and the police officer reviewed the videos too when they first issued the ticket for Mr. Miller.
Okay. And so you're telling this court that Mr. Miller, even as of last week?
Maybe 2 weeks ago.
Okay. And so what was done, said, what have you?
He called me names, racist names, gesture, F you go, whatever, he just keep passing by when he drive by the shop.
Okay. And then you're seeking restitution in the amount of $1,000?
Just for the damage for the car, that's it.
And how long have you been at that shop, sir?
Almost 8 years.
Okay. And how long has Mr. Miller been cutting the grass at the ice cream shop? If you know.
Maybe 2-3 years. Maybe he started. I'm not sure. But It's been going on for a long time. I just, try to avoid him. Did everything possible not to make contact with him, but what he did, absolutely unacceptable.
No, the court would agree with that.
And I'm not that type of person who I'm very competitive.
Okay. And do you have any dealings with Mr. Miller outside of when he's doing the lawn cutting over there?
No.
And what are the hours of operation of your shop, sir?
8 to 6.
Okay. saw that it was Mr. Miller that was the one that drove by and made that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What road was he on when he drove by?
For Daddy.
And you were outside when he made that comment?
Yeah, I was right in front of the base.
Was there any other traffic out there at the time?
No.
Okay, anything else you'd like the court to know, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate you coming in today.
Thank you.
Mr. French? I have a couple questions for your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Miller?
Well, Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Can I respond quickly to what the victim said?
In just a minute.
Okay.
In just a moment. How long have you known Mr. Marcavani?
3 years, ma'am.
And that's when you started doing the lawn care at the ice cream shop?
Can I speak freely?
No, I just asked my question,
I'm
please.
sorry.
Is that because when you started doing the lawn care at the ice cream shop or something different?
No, I started 3 years ago. Yes, 3 years ago.
Okay, and yes, counsel?
First of all, he doesn't cut the grass there anymore. He did see the victim one day going by, because he lives in the area, my client does. He was going to the marina to do work there. He's not cutting the grass there. He stopped doing that to get away from the situation. My understanding is when the victim saw him, threw his middle finger up and like he had a gun. And my client just went.
Hold on, stop,
My
hold on,
client
sir.
just kept going and had no words with him. He was driving by in a car. So my client's not trying to see him. He just lives in the area. He has happened to be going down Ford Road to go to another job.
Okay,
That's it. So I mean, you're not gonna have any issues with contact with my client.
well, I have some concerns, I will tell you that.
I
have some
understand
concerns, because your client, where his address is, right, is not near the shop. His address is not near the shop, and there are plenty of other ways to get to the marina other than driving down Ford Avenue.
Yes, ma'am. I agree with you.
But you didn't take those other ways. You drove right by Mr. Marcavani's shop.
I have 2 clients on 15th Street that I cut their lawns.
That's not by Mr. Marcavani's shop.
It's on the same road, ma'am. I work at
It's
the-
6 blocks down, so it's not near his shop. See, the good thing about Wyandotte, right, is it's either a tree or a number, pretty much all the streets. And so, so his shop is at 9th and 4th Avenue. And then you got 15th Street, so then you go 10, 11, 12, 13, first of all, you have electric, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you're not anywhere near a shop. You don't have to drive by a shop. And to get from your home to where your clients on 15th live, you don't have to drive by a shop.
Well, take mine with more often, but I didn't intentionally drive down the street to aggravate Mr. Bonnie. I stopped because the light turned green. He was shoveling the snow and gave me to grab the junk and the shoot stuff. So the first year I worked there, he told me to put the leaves back along the fence line. And he came out and challenged me. What I was doing is the first time I cut the lawn to the Holy Cow. I went on the side and blew all the leaves along the fence line onto the Holy Cow. And then I bagged up the leaves. He told me he wanted them back there. And I thought, okay, that's a little strange, but I finished doing my job and all the letters of recommendations. I clean up after myself. They call me the lawn whisperer. So I've taken care of 5 properties in Wyandotte that's been ticketed by your controls.
No. Let me clarify it. I don't control when tickets are issued, sir.
No. I'm just telling you, I provide my services to take care of things, and I take care of that lawn at the Holy Cow for 3 years. All of a sudden, He's threatened me these 3 years. He jumped over the fence the day I was cutting the lawn. Instead of calling the police like a normal citizen, shoved the phone in my face. And all I did was push the phone out of my face, and he pushed it to my face twice. I didn't have $3,500 to depose this witness. My grandsons and my family asked me why I did what I did. I took responsibility for this. I pleaded no contest to this. He wrote up the estimate for the damage on his car, which was previously already there on the car. Because I have documentation of his thing, because I took a picture of what I do there. The reason I cut the grass is the kids play there. The first year, second year, third year, I make sure there's no glass, no stones, no garbage, and I take care of that. And with letters of recommendations, prove that I do what I say I do. Every time I see him, he's scared that I'm gonna tell somebody about what I told your probation officer, and I'm not gonna say that in court because it's not appropriate.
Your Honor, if I may, my client's going to take a different route. He understands the weight of this court, and I think he's going to abide by the no contact order. We would ask that he get some time to pay this $1,000, and let's all put this one behind us if we could.
Mr. Mark, if anybody had you come back up here, Counsel, you and your client can stay right there. Well, okay, your client can stay on that side. Mr. Markovani, right there.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I would like to know you can put your phone down, please. What is the issue between the two of you? Keep your hands on your pockets, sir. What is the issue between the two of you?
The issue is every time he comes, cut the grass, he blow the dirt, I have, this is why the videos. Everything shows on the video. I have it on my phone now. If you want to watch it, you can watch it right now.
Hold on. So is the animosity over lawn debris? Is that what you're telling me?
No, he's a racist man. Absolutely, he's a racist man. He calls me names.
Hold on, sir.
He called me names. Go back, wherever you come from. I never, ever, I try to avoid him with everything. I even move the cars out of the lot because I know he's coming and he's gonna cause damage to those cars. He blew the dirt. He even picking up the grass, the dirt, the rocks, and throw them on my lots. I have the videos, and I submit those videos to the court. And I'm surprised that you haven't seen it. I have him here on my phone. I can go back and get it. And all the names, everything he's saying, absolutely not true, all lies. Absolutely, 100% lies. The only reason I went to cross the fence, I just want to take a picture of his license plate, and this is exactly what I did. I took a picture of his license plate to show the officer because I know he took off, and I tried to take a video. He knocked my phone down and he punched me. And this is when I lost the
right, that's why.
Yes.
That's why everybody's here today.
I didn't say a word. He was doing all the talking. I didn't even respond to him because I know. I just took a video. What he's doing. I don't know what else to say. It's everything he's saying. Absolutely lies. No base.
Well, here's what I think. Right. I think that there's a little bit of something going on both sides, and something more, what's really going on is somewhere in the middle, right? You each have your perspective because you don't like Mr. Miller doesn't like Mr. Markovani. That seems to be the way it is. For whatever the reason is, whether Mr. Miller's blowing rocks and grass seeds over on your property, or I don't know. But what I do know is that the animosity rose to such a point where Mr. Miller was charged with assault and battery and malicious destruction of property. And despite whatever, I don't know what the discovery was, I don't know what the discussions were with witnesses, but the resolution was to an amended charge of disturbing the peace. And sir, if you have an issue with that, then you need to talk to the prosecuting attorney. Okay. Because that was something that the attorneys worked out amongst themselves based upon evidence and discussion. So that's why I asked if anybody reached out to you prior to probation, and you had said yes, the prosecuting attorney.
Yes.
So if you have some issues with how this was resolved, sir, then you need to speak with the prosecuting attorney.
Like I said, Your Honor, I just want to move on. I have business to take care of. I'm not looking for problems. I just want to move on. This is why I said, please, yes, just let him stay away from me. That's all I want.
So I'm going to be very clear. Okay. Well, sir, what is your problem with Mr. Marcabani? He's expressed what his problem is with the issue is with him. So what's the issue for you?
For 3 years, he's threatened me. For 3 years, I've taught him. Am I at liberty to say what I want to say?
Don't say that.
Don't say that? Okay, I said I shouldn't say it.
Your Honor, if I know the case, if my client's a little nervous. These two have been going at it. He would park his car right by the fence so the debris would hit it. He didn't move it. It's on video. Prosecutor and myself went through it, and I said, look, he's agitating my client. Every time he goes there, he moves the BMW right by there, and it's an older BMW. It's not a brand new one. He puts it right by the gate so that it causes an issue. And on the day of this incident, my client went across the field, probably 60 yards. He came to my client in his face, followed him. And that's how this incident happened. And my client said, get out of my face. He said he could smell his breath. He was so close. And, you know, that's agitation. So I think both of them have a little bit of culpability here. Like he said, my client just wants this done. He's agreed to pay the $1,000. He'll need a little time and call this thing over. He will stay away from him, and there's no reason why they should cross paths.
Well, you're correct. There's no reason they should cross paths.
So we just ask that we put this one.
And so your position is that somebody intentionally moved a car to get damaged?
Yes. My client told me, and the video shows that he would put the car, there's a lot, the whole lot is open, the video that I saw. And my client told me he would put the car right next to the fence where my client has to cut and weed whip.
Is the car parked there all the time, or do you only move it when your client
He would
is
move
here?
it. He would move it. But in any event,
That's a lie.
we have two grown men here, Your Honor.
We do. Two grown men that are behaving like children, quite frankly.
Your Honor,
nobody's-
Absolutely, Your Honor.
Nobody's
Hold on,
hurt.
stop. Only one.
Nobody's
incident at a time.
hurt. My client's agreed to pay the $1,000 to him. He's got his own shop. He's gonna do whatever he needs to do to the car and put this one away, put it to bed. It's done. We don't need to keep going on and on and on, because it's just gonna spin out of control. My client will stay away from him. He'll take different routes to go to his jobs, like you suggested, and we'll go from there. Everybody moves on.
And I've agreed today, Your Honor. I don't think you want to see either one of us playing in the sandbox courtroom. I'm gonna be honest with you. This is two kids playing in the sandbox and got out of hand. When he threatened me and jumped over the fence and got underneath my car, a normal person would have called the police and said, hey, I think this guy.
Okay, but to say a normal person, I mean, that's not necessarily appropriate. So people handle things differently as far as their perspective of calling the police, because quite frankly, if it's been 3 years, have either one of you contacted the police about these alleged threats or anything of the damage to property?
That's me.
Okay. So knowing all that, you still jumped over the fence and you went over and approached him while he was
Absolutely
over cutting
not.
the property?
I did not approach him.
Hold on.
He ran into me.
Please let me finish, sir. Please let me finish. You went on to the Holy Cow property and approached Mr. Miller while he was cutting the lawn. Is that how that happened?
No.
No.
I
Did you all
crossed,
meet at the fence?
yes, but I went, he was like maybe 50 yards away from me.
Okay.
When I crossed the fence. He came all the way
Hold on, so you crossed the fence.
to take a picture of his truck, because I know when he did the damage, he wanna leave. So I told him, I'm gonna call the cops and I'm taking a picture of the license plate so I know when I report it to the cops who did the damage to my car.
Okay.
He ran into me, like he walked over 50 yards, came all the way, and this is when I was taking the video, and he punched me. Everything was on the video. I don't have to, the video will approve exactly everything I'm saying. Everything.
Where is the video? Mr. Gailey, can you please place your appearance on the record?
Roger Keeley on behalf of the people of the City of Wyandotte, Judge. Good morning.
Great, good morning. Do you have the video in this matter of Mr. Miller?
No, Judge, but I think he brought this up on a previous occasion, and it was determined that this happened before his arraignment, I believe.
What?
This,
No,
I
I'm talking,
think
I'm
you
talking
did this
about
issue before.
the video of the date of the incident on
Oh.
July 19th, the 24th.
No, Judge.
Mr. Carnani states that he provided a video.
He sent it to my phone and I sent it to opposing counsel, but it's really hard to see.
Okay. I think in order to fashion an appropriate sentence, I need to review that video. Because I wasn't there. Nobody except for the two of them were there.
So,
And I'm getting very conflicting stories. And I think that both individuals' animosity for the other person, I think maybe clouding some of their thought process as far as some of that. So I need to see that video.
Your Honor,
I
if I
believe
could-
it's on the victim's phone.
Okay. Yes, counsel.
Your Honor, I guess it's neither here nor there. I don't know if we're gonna rehash the whole thing again. My client wants this done. We would ask that you adopt the recommendation, let him start paying the victim here and be done with this thing.
Counsel, I understand that, but in order to fashion an appropriate sentence to make sure the proper rehabilitative goals are put forth, I need to have a better understanding. And I have zero better understanding after hearing from both your client and Mr. Marcavani. In fact, I think it's a bit more convoluted now, a lot less clear. So,
wait, Your Honor?
I'm going, just one moment, I'm going to have Mr. Marcavani go in to see Mr. Cayley, pull it up on Mr. Marcavani's phone. Counsel, you can look at that on Mr. Marcavani's phone as well, so we can make sure that it's the exact same one. And if there's no objection, then I will then view it at that point. I'm not saying you have to all come back. I'm gonna handle these two in custody while you're viewing the video, and then I will view the video, and then I'll move forward.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay?
For the record, Ron French appearing once again for Mr. Miller.
Okay, thank you. And counsel, were you able to review the report or the video with Mr. Cayley?
I had already reviewed it before, Your Honor. It's kind of hard to make out, so.
Okay, well, I just wanted to confirm that that was the same video that you had previously reviewed. All right, and then if you can please have grab Mr. Marcavani's phone. Is it queued up to the video?
Which one? I have nothing.
Well, the one that shows the day of the incident.
The one, I'm looking for the one for the day of the incident.
Yeah, for the picture.
The one for the day of the incident, I don't have it on my phone. I gave it to the officer. I have,
You gave it to the officer?
yes, when they came out and they issued a ticket, they saw the video, and based on that video, they issued a ticket to Mr. Miller for an assault and battery and,
Okay,
vandalism.
just a moment, please. Mr. Cayley, can you have Mr. Cayley come in here, please, real quick?
The videos that I have here, it's happened on Sunday, which is, I wasn't even at the shop, everything closed. He
Was
just,
it before the incident?
after,
After the incident?
yes, he was picking up the trash, throwing it on my yard, cutting, and he, absolutely the opposite of what he's saying. Throwing it into my yard,
Okay,
no cars, nothing parked.
okay, just a moment, sir, please.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Cayley, good morning. Your appearance, please, for the record.
Roger Cayley, P4811 on behalf of the city of Wyandotte.
Okay, thank you. So Mr. Marcavani indicated the video of the day of the incident was forwarded to the police officers. Do you have that video?
No.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Do not have it, Judge.
Mr. French, do you have that video?
I don't.
But I thought you viewed the video.
I reviewed, the one that he had on his phone, that last, when Mr.
So nobody reviewed the video of the incident?
I don't think there is a video of that. I haven't seen it.
Was there discovery?
Yeah, I got a bunch of videos, but I didn't find that one. Most of the stuff I got, Your Honor, was body cam video.
I honestly don't remember, Judge. It wasn't set for trial, so I mean, he showed me a lot of videos, but the videos that he has on his phone were after the incident. I don't recall, Judge, if the officers just viewed the video that he had at his establishment or if they made a copy of it.
The video was recorded on the body-worn camera. And that Mark and Bonnie would also email the video to the police department. So, on the body-worn camera, you didn't see any of the video of the day of the incident?
No, no.
And you didn't get a copy of the video that was emailed to the police department?
No, Judge.
Okay. Well, obviously the video would be helpful, just so I can understand really what's going on the best I can. I'm really not sure how both counsel didn't see the video if it was in the body cam.
I'm sure I saw it at some point, Judge. I just don't recall. I mean, he's showed me many videos, so, I mean, I don't recall. Obviously, there's clear animosity here. And they don't get along, that's pretty obvious. But, the victim is at his place of establishment and, the other gentleman is there for whatever reason. Apparently he works for the property owner next door, but it's pretty obvious that he's gonna have to stay away from Mr. Marcavani for a while. That's what we're hoping. He doesn't want to have any contact with him. He's made allegations about him, having contact or doing other things after the date of the incident, so. Sure, if we kept them apart, this would.
Well, I feel that I need to see the video before I can fashion an appropriate sentence. You emailed it to the police department, you don't have it on your phone? Can you pull up the email from the police that you sent to the police department?
I don't know. I can do that.
Why can't you go to your emails?
See, the police officer took the video off my cameras. They came into the office.
Your cameras. The camera's in your office, not on your phone.
The camera is on the building. So it's recorded on the receiver inside the building. So the police officer came out, he watched the video, and then he recorded on his phone, and he took the video. And I cannot go back, I only can go back 7 days from the day it's been recorded.
So that's not on your phone?
It's not on my phone, but the one that on my phone, I record this after the incident. So in case to show the court that this is what he's doing, even after the officer issued the ticket. I have those videos. There's a couple of videos. He's blowing trash, cutting.
Okay, Austin, what date's the video of that? What date is that?
This one maybe 3 weeks after
Look
that.
on there, sir, that you can find the details and see what date you took the video.
I can't see that.
This is what
I think if you click on your video, right, if you swipe up a little bit, it should give you the details on the bottom of it.
Are we looking at after the fact videos? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
I guess we'll have to take testimony and all that.
He sent me those videos on November 6th, Judge, but I don't remember when exactly the video was taken. Within a week of that, I believe, is what he indicated to me.
Yes, approximately around that time.
Early November, Judge.
Okay.
This is,
What does it say?
this one,
What does it say?
it doesn't say again.
Go back. Go back. It should have a date on it.
I know, I can't find.
Right there.
This, not this one. This is these after.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, well, what's the date?
Doesn't say the date. You click on it, doesn't say anything. Oh, it's just the time.
How could I not have the date?
Because it's recorded of the actual video.
Sir, when you take a video or a picture on your phone, there's a date and a timestamp that's on there, that's within your phone somewhere. So, but that's, if you're all agreeing that that's the one that was taken after the incident, I'll take a look at that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, go back to what she wants to see. It's that one, it is. Well,
Oh, I mean, that's-
yeah.
Okay.
That's it, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. That's,
Okay. Okay. So just so you know, sir, I swiped right up, okay? And it tells you the date. That's August 12th at 9:05 a.m.
this is not, okay.
So it's after the incident. What I'm trying to tell you is that, so you just swipe up like that. That's how you get the date and time. Somehow I know that and you don't, but I don't know. So, and it even tells you the location. So you see, somebody says you can find everything, you can find everything. Okay, so what I saw in the video.
Excuse me, Your Honor. I can't see your face, the officers in a way.
What I saw in the video is August, after this incident has occurred, that Mr. Miller is doing weed whipping along the fence, and you pick up what looks like rocks or something, and you're throwing them over the fence, back
You want to
over,
know what it was, Your Honor?
back the asphalt.
He has an asphalt
Yes, I
blacktop,
see that.
and I cut grass, he throws it over there, and I make sure.
Okay, listen, you two are grown men. We are not going to sit here and argue over who puts the rocks and the broken asphalt over the fence. Who cares? Really, who cares?
Then give me what you want to give me so I can go on my life. My wife's at home sick. I went and had a medical thing because I thought I was having a heart attack over the stress of listening to these lies. Do what you want to do to me, ma'am. I need to go on with my life. I can't take this anymore.
Sir, you cannot stand there and say that you don't have any culpability or accountability in this entire
plead no
situation
contest.
either. Excuse me. You pled no contest. So you didn't accept or admit your guilt in any of this, sir. Okay? No contest as the court reviews the police report to determine if there is a factual basis. So, I don't need to see the video of that day. it would be helpful, but I can fashion my sentence appropriately. We can give Mr. Marcavani back his phone, please. All right. The court does find, after hearing from counsel, hearing from Mr. Miller, hearing from Mr. Marcavani, from the prosecutor, from reviewing the report, the recommendation, the police report, a video from after the incident, but not the incident, the court does find that there's reasonable grounds to depart from MCL 769.5. The court also finds that 3 months probation isn't necessarily the most appropriate recommendation. The court does find that Mr. Miller is eligible under 771.1, and he's also eligible for early discharge. The court is going to order 6 months probation. Mr. Marcavani, you may not be happy with that. You may not think that that's long enough. However, Mr. Miller doesn't have any criminal history. Now, I acknowledge that there's been about 3 years of animosity between the two of you that has not resulted in any criminal charges. So, but the court is also very much aware that because of the animosity, Mr. Miller, I believe his judgment might be a bit clouded with some of his actions or thoughts as it relates to Mr. Marcavani. So hopefully the conditions that this court's going to put forth are going to be conducive to helping resolve that issue. Mr. Marcavani, that doesn't mean that you don't have any accountability in this matter either. You don't need to send any gestures Mr. Miller's way, whether you've done them or not. You don't have to do that. I'm saying moving forward, you don't have to send any gestures his way. You don't even have to look who's driving down the road. Mr. Miller, while you're on probation anyway, you're not going to drive by his shop, but in future times after probation, you're driving by the shop. You don't even have to look that way to see if he's even there. Who cares? Who cares? You're not to violate any criminal law of any unit of government. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You are to report truthfully to your probation officer as often as your probation officer may require, in person, writing, or virtually. You're not to notify, or you are to notify your probation officer immediately of any change in address or employment status. You are not to return to the victim's place of employment. You're not to return to Holy Cow during that time because it abuts the property. You're not to have any contact with Mr. Marcavani. That's phone contact, text message, email, social media, third party, anything of the like. Hopefully, whatever your relationship is with the owner of Holy Cow, that doesn't infiltrate, since those two they share a property line. The court's going to also order an anger management class. I'm going to order 1 day anger management class. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is to assist you in learning how to properly express your feelings and emotions, and hopefully reduce or prevent this matter from happening again. The court's going to also order restitution in the amount of $1,000 as agreed upon by counsel. Any questions on those terms and conditions?
No, I called my brother. He's going to front me the $1,000 so I can get along and get on with this, and I'll just pay him back. He knows that I'm on a fixed income and I'm taking care of my wife's medical bills. Okay. And so, Mr. Marcavani, what that means is that the restitution will be paid to the court, and the court will then send you a check. All right, so you have to stop at the window to make sure we have your appropriate, that we have your current mailing information, your correct address. All right, now, I'm going to strongly caution both of you. In the event that either one of you are back here for an incident between the two of you, that will not necessarily be in all of your best interest. Not a good thing.
Right.
I understand, Your Honor. Thank you.
I'm the victim, Your Honor, in this case.
Sir, this particular moment, on this case, yes, you are the victim. But I'm also aware that the two of you have had animosity for 3 years. Okay? So So both of you are culpable in the continuation of the animosity and as to how this is elevated to the way it's elevated. I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm not saying that at all. Yes, you're the victim. Mr. Miller put his hands on you. He knocked the phone out of your hand. That shouldn't have happened. All right? I'm also saying that the two of you seem to have continued to antagonize the other consistently, intentionally or not intentionally, I don't know. Obviously, it's your property. You can park your vehicle where you want to park your vehicle, right? And then if somebody reads into it, why you parked your vehicle there, then I don't know what to say. But, sir, yes, you are the victim. That is why you had the opportunity to address the court. You brought your video evidence to court as best as the video there. And the court did hear from you, sir. But what I'm also hearing from both of you is that this has been going on for 3 years. 3 years over rocks and landscaping. That's what this has gone over. I'm not suggesting that Mr. Miller doesn't have negative feelings about you at all. I'm not suggesting that at all. I'm just going based upon what I have in front of me today. And that is why I fashioned the sentence that I fashioned. The recommendation was 3 months. I don't find that that's long enough so that Mr. Miller can accomplish the anger management class and take something away from it, not just check a box.
Yes, Your Honor, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
As to fines and costs, the court's going to order a $400 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $300 supervision oversight fee, that's $50 a month at 6 months. And since you are eligible for early discharge, up to half of that may be waived. $75 crime victim assessment fee, $50 justice system assessment fee. So that's a total of $925 plus the restitution for a total of $1,925. And bless you, how much of that do you have to pay today?
How much was the
900 for fees to the court.
900 I can pay today? It's gonna be tight, but I can pay it.
Okay,
I wanna get
is that in
that.
addition to the $1,000 restitution?
I'm getting that from my brother.
Okay, so when are you getting that?
I call him, I'll probably get it tomorrow.
Okay, so let me just say this. Let's do January 27th. All right, that gives you a couple days to get that.
3 days of pay.
I'm gonna come back tomorrow.
That's fine. You can come back early. There's not a penalty to come back early. I'm just
I
saying.
can come back today.
You can come back today too. That's fine.
He's gotta take me to breakfast though.
But just so you know, sir, you can subtract $150 from that. All right, so that is,
1775.
you're correct. Quick math, I needed the calculator for that. $1,775.
So $715 I can pay today and grab 1,000 and bring it back today, ma'am?
Yes, $775 today.
$775.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. As I did state, you are eligible for early discharge as long as all the following have occurred. You've completed at least half of your original term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations, and all money has been either paid in full or you've made a good faith effort to making full payment.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? I wish you well, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Marcavani, thank you very much for coming in. I wish you well. Good luck.